Hey guys, it's us. It's Josiah and Zoe from Jozoe Everything, and this is our dog Zeus, as you can see.
And today we're going to be planting again. So earlier today we painted these pots about an hour ago. So now
In part 1, so make sure you go watch that.
So now we're going to actually plant in them. So I have this potting soil right here in it, and it's Gardenscape name brand. It's all purpose. And then we also have our fertilizer.
Very heavy.
It's for vegetables
And tomatoes.
and tomatoes.
And here we have our seeds. We have garden bean,
Marigold,
zinnias, garden bean again, and petunias, sage, pumpkins, woo,
and squash,
and peppers.
So
We have a
to
lot of
do
good
this,
ones.
first we laid out some newspaper on the ground to make sure that we don't get dirt all over the place.
Yes.
We have our pots, and we have spoons to scoop into the dirt into the pots. And then of course we have water to water the plants.
Today was actually raining, so maybe we'll get some more rain to water our good plants.
So this is a fun activity to do.
Yeah,
because-
you guys should try it.
So first we're opening the dirt, and we're going to get our spoons and scoop them into all of these pots. Here, I'm going to pour some in, and then you can pat it down.
Pat it down. A little.
We're going to fill it to the second line in the pot. Alright,
That's good. That's good.
alright, we're filling the pots up about halfway.
Yes. Just to make sure they get enough soil. Fertilizer.
Why would you grab that? That's just going to make it spill everywhere.
Pat it down.
What are you doing? Alright, Zoe's patting it down.
And break it apart because there's some clumps like these. Make sure you gotta always do smooth. Make sure that you pat down the clumps, and sometimes there's like sticks or whatever this thing is. So make sure you just like chop it with your shovel or whatever while Jazzy is pouring and making a mess.
That was you. Move.
So yeah. After you finish pouring all of your little soil in your pots, take out all the sticks and like break out the clumps. You
Make sure you leave a little bit of dirt on top to top the pots off.
yes. Make sure you do that.
Alright, so once the dirt's nice and broken up,
Nice and broken up.
no rocks, no sticks.
Yep. You gotta take them sticks out and throw them in the nature. Woo.
Make sure they all have equal amounts.
Yeah, and then pat them down a little.
But make sure it's still a little loose because we want those roots to have somewhere to go.
Yep.
Oh, we have a flying away pot.
And pans and everything's flying. Sorry, guys. We're good though. Also, make sure you hit that notification bar, bell, and subscribe, of course.
Okay, now that we have our dirt in,
Soil in, yep.
we can use the seeds.
I have pumpkins and squash.
We can't only go to one pot. We don't have to use all these. So I'm doing the squash first. Squash needs 12-inch spacing. So that means there's going to be about 2 in each pot.
And I'm doing peppers, Spanish variety.
So that means that hers need about 18 inches. So they're going to have about 2 in each as well. These pumpkin seeds look just like the ones that you carve out of a pumpkin for Halloween, except they're a little tinier, I would say.
Yeah, just a little bit. And these ones are super small. You can hear them shaking, like maracas.
Alright, we're pushing those seeds in there dirt gently with enough space to grow for those roots to sprout. And I have about 3 pots of pumpkin seeds in. And then we're going to get the spoon. And we're going to get the vegetable fertilizer. Yeah. And we're going to sweep some of the fertilizer over our seeds. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And the directions say that they need about...
So for each one, what do I do?
1 tablespoon. So this is a spoon. We're putting it on there. Sprinkle on down. Yeah. Sprinkle a couple. Alright, we're making sure they're all getting that tablespoon of fertilizer.
Use all of the seeds. All of that good stuff.
Alright, once our fertilizer's in there, those are peppers though, they need some fertilizer later too. Now I'm going to move on to sage so we can have some seasoned food.
Yeah.
These need 6 to 12, so we can have a little bit more in that pot. In the pot we can have about, they're little and black. 1 scoop. We're just going to sprinkle these peppers
fertilizer
in
is
there.
really small.
Sprinkling the sage in, sprinkling it in. Sprinkling the sage in, sprinkling it in, sprinkle that sage in. Then we're going to give the sage a scoop of fertilizer so it can grow.
I'm doing some, how about I do some garden beans.
And then,
Garden beans have a lot of chunky seeds.
now we're going to do a flower. I think I'm going to do petunias.
Petunias. Look how big these things are.
They look like beans.
They are.
Because they are beans. Oh wow, the petunia seeds are super duper small.
Yeah, because they're
Zoe, did you use all these? Did you use this yet?
no, but I used the rest of them. Except for that one.
Alright, so these petunias are going in. Super small seeds. I wonder how they'll grow.
These ones are super big, so they'll probably go nice and tall in our grass.
Alright, put your seeds in, not all of them. Just 2. Alright guys, that's it. We're going to cover these bad boys back up with some dirt, and then we're going to water them, and we'll come back in a couple of days to show you how they've grown.
Yeah.
But you guys
Who
can
knows?
do this at home too. It's super fun, super easy, and it takes up some time for you to do since we have so much time at home nowadays.
Yeah, actually, speaking of quarantine, what have you guys been doing during quarantine? This thing is crazy, right? Comment below.